Well, hello everyone. Hello. Me and Bowie are here to wish you a happy Find Your Weird. Hello. How we doing? That should get him to leave me alone. Literally every time I'm about to go live, he wants attention. Every time he sees me in the weird lair here, he is always giving me a hard time. Hello, Better Kitty Meow. Hello, Dartone. Hello, Alex F and V. Got a good crew to start tonight, and I'm excited to be with you. But yes, that is Bowie. He has a weird color pattern to him. He's white and kind of orange at the same time, so he's like two chill cats combined into one. He's chill until he's not chill, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm Patrick Galactic. You're watching Find Your Weird. I'm very happy to be with you tonight. Dartone was at a wedding this weekend. Alex F and V had a debaucherous weekend. Alex, tell us what you were doing. Would love to know. Better Kitty Meow, I know what you were doing because I was with you for a lot of the weekend. And it was a good time. It was a good time. But you know, do the formalities here. Most important part of Find Your Weird is that it's about the community. This isn't like Weird at Night where we're motoring through at the breakneck pace. We're just chilling tonight, and so you can ask me whatever you want. I'm here to hang. I'm going to ask you questions if you comment, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But I have stuff for us to watch tonight, as I always do. But what we can talk about is anything. Anything that sounds good to you is good to me, mon ami. So we can look stuff up together, let the chat guide the flow. No script, no nothing. So yeah. It's gonna be a good time. Alex FV went to boy band night. What the fuck? Boy band night? Is that like just a bunch of people hanging out in a club and they're playing Backstreet Boys and 98 Degrees? Is that what's going on in boy band night, Alex FV? Yeah, no, I want to know. I sincerely want to know more about this. It's exactly that. Okay. So what does the boy band thing cover? Is Hanson a part of it? Does it go through like modern boy bands, or is it like 90s, late 90s, early 2000s boy bands? Do you remember? Euphony of the Month is with us too. Hello, Euphony. Do you remember in the early 2000s when boy bands like ruled the fucking world? Like it was like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys had this rivalry. And every time they put out an album, it became the fastest selling album of all time, just over and over again. And then like Eminem would pop up somewhere in between there. But yeah. Alex says, no, Hanson wasn't. There was a lot of modern boy bands, but a lot of Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and One Direction and stuff. I forgot about One Direction. I do want to remind everybody watching now and maybe watching a replay that we have a Discord, and we just started at the suggestion of Euphony of the Month an auto-write channel where you can go in and leave an auto-write just whenever the hell you feel like it. I left one in there. It was absolutely terrible, not very inspired whatsoever. I tried to get it clear. I had kind of a hard time, but I thought, hey, I should get it started. I started this Discord. I should start this channel. So feel free to go in there, pop in an auto-write any old time. I'll be checking them out. I think it's a really cool idea. Thank you, Euphony of the Month. This is a community-focused endeavor, so I very much appreciate that. I got a quote to start us off, and it's from Irish author James Joyce. There is no past, no future. Everything flows in an eternal present. This says there is not past, no future. Everything flows in an eternal present. And you know what? I really do agree with this, okay? So we all know that things have happened in our lives before, right? And we all know that hopefully things will continue to happen in a time beyond today. But when we are truly present and we are living in the present time, time kind of slows down a little bit. Our heads aren't full of things we either should have done or could have done differently. It's or things we need to do in the future. When we're in the present moment and we're with ourselves, we're able to have maybe a fuller appreciation of life. That's my feeling, and I don't think I'm wrong there, folks. So let yourself live in an ever unfolding present. And James Joyce said it too, so I'm not just some psycho here telling you what to do, giving you bad advice, okay? Had some fun the last few days, and wanted to share some of that with you all. Better Kitty Meow says, lovely quote. Better Kitty Meow, I agree. And speaking of Better Kitty Meow and I watched something that I really liked called Kunk on Earth. It's on Netflix. I'm not sure if you watched it, if you've watched it yourself. We watched it this past week. Thought it was really fun. Did like 2 episodes at a time. I don't think it's the show. There's only 6 episodes. I don't think it's a show you want to binge. But an episode or 2 at a time. They're only a half hour long. They're really funny. It's basically a mockumentary of like the history of civilization specials. And Kunk is Philomena Kunk, played by comedian Diane Morgan. She's kind of like a weird mashup of Carl Pilkington from the old Ricky Gervais series Idiot Abroad and Stephen Colbert from the Colbert Report days. It's a lot of fun. She interviews super serious scholars and historians and asks them insane questions. Some of the dumbest questions I've ever heard. I think they're in on the gag, but they play their parts very well. It's very much worth a watch. Kunk on Earth. I would definitely check it out if I were you. If you like British humor, if you like those civil, kind of history of the world kind of documentaries, I would definitely check it out. The other thing I did yesterday, I saw Ant-Man Quantumania with my bestie and his brother last night, who's also one of my besties. It's based on what I've seen on the internet. I would have thought I was walking into one of the worst movies ever. And surprise, this movie is drastically overhated. Okay, I'm not saying it's the best Marvel movie of all time. It's definitely not. Not even close. But it was very solid. It takes a while to get going, and I would say the setup is kind of clumsy, and the script is, it's whatever. But once the story picks up, it's really an epic movie that for me totally delivered. It's kind of funny to me because it seems like the tide has turned against Marvel a little bit. Maybe people are a little fatigued. Maybe people are just bummed that every movie can't be some massively epic crossover event. But I'm a big Marvel fan. I read Marvel comics when I was a kid. Read them as an adult occasionally still to this day. And I thought they did a perfectly serviceable job. A very cool villain. Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd. He's a very entertaining guy. So definitely worth a watch if you feel like going to the theater to see something kind of epic. Dartone the Third said, "Oh shit, that's so funny. She was one of my favorite comedic actresses. She's actually worked with Ricky Gervais in the past. She looks kind of familiar to me, Dartone. That's not surprising to me. But she's very funny. Watching her discuss religion, watching her discuss the Dark Ages was really, really funny. Her take on, she asked somebody at one point, with all these pictures of, all these paintings of Jesus Christ from the Dark Ages, did he actually paint a picture of himself? And the reaction from the person, it was very good. And kind of shows you, in a way, kind of the silliness of the way we do look at history. And kind of the silliness of the history that we find so compelling and so meaningful. And, it's cool to kind of, it's a lighthearted look at it all. So definitely recommend that. So I got a question for you, and we're going to get started with the question. If you could change your name, what would you change it to? If you could change your name, what would you change it to? Now, I asked you a few weeks ago what name you looked like. It was a lot of fun, but now I want to know which name you would change yours to if you could. This is kind of a funny question for me because Patrick Galactic, I kind of already have a chosen name, but we can do more. We can do more. Euphony of the Month says I'd change it to Ryan Bryan. You know, it's not the worst name you could pick, honestly. I think Ryan would be honored. I think Ryan is kind of surprised that more people haven't changed their name to Ryan Bryan. Maybe some have. Maybe in Hallstatt, Upper Austria, they have. Who knows? When I was a kid, apparently I hated my name. I hated the name Patrick. I told my mom I was, when I was, I don't know, 6. I told my mom I was gonna change my name, and she said I had to wait till I was old enough. And she asked what I would change it to. I think she was just curious. And the 2 names I gave her were either Steve or Night Warrior. Those were the 2 options, and honestly, I'm still considering it. I mean, Night Warrior? I look like a Night Warrior. But I have to think there's probably more than that. What about Lionel DeBarge? Lionel DeBarge. Yeah, I can see it. I'm looking at myself right now. I could be a Lionel DeBarge. It sounds like a weird person's name who hosts weird streams to me. Some kind of like weirdo you don't know what to make of. I named a character I've only played once on Weird at Night, Ick McTooth, and I really liked that. Better Kitty Meow a very long time ago, almost an entire year ago, suggested Ick as a short name for Patrick, and I thought it was fucking great, and I still do. And what about Staniel Creed. Staniel Creed. That's a burly sounding name, and it combines 2 first names, Stan and Daniel, which I'm all about. I kind of like it. Staniel Creed. That should be a character in something. I'm not going to change my name to it, but come on, Staniel Creed. Yeah, with Dartone's favorite band, maybe that's why I thought of it. Alex FMV. Let's see. So yes, Euphony of the Month said Ryan Bryan. Alex FMV said I'd change mine to Max. Dartone the Third says Drake or Jack. Drake or Jack. Is there a special reason why, Dartone? Are you a big Drake fan? That's interesting. Better Kitty Meow can't think of a name again. Well, fine, Better Kitty Meow. That's just fine. We'll wait. No, we won't. Okay. Dartone should change his name to Fred Durst, Euphony of the Month says. And you know what, Euphony? I agree. I think that's a great name. I think it's very fitting. Very fitting. Or Scott Stapp. One of the two. Jimothy? Huh? Could I be a Jimothy? You know, a long time ago, I made that name up. It was actually a username on something that I used. And I thought I made that name up. And then I actually met someone in real life whose actual name was Jimothy. It was not a stage name. And I stopped using it for jokes. Jimothy, if you're out there, I see you. Wow. Well, Better Kitty Meow, keep thinking what, if your name wasn't Better Kitty Meow, what would you change it to? But we're going, oh, wow. Sexual Corn in the chat, folks. I love you, Jimothy. Touch me, please. Welcome, Sexual Corn. And welcome, everyone. So we are going to get with it tonight. And tonight, instead of playing you a greatest hit video from the history of Weird at Night, I actually have a video we haven't played on Weird at Night before from an artist called That's No K, who we shared on Not a Mucho Newsy News some time back. That's No K has an album dropping in a couple days on the 24th and a release show on March 3rd. So if you're in the Seattle area, you feel like going out to a live event, thank you, Euphony of the Month, for gifting a Sexual Corn a subscription to Weird at Night. They feel touched. I feel touched. Sexual Corn feels touched. Yes, Sexual Corn. That username gives me so many gifts. I really do appreciate that. But this is That's No K. This song is called New Life. And like I said, there's an album coming out in a few days on the 24th. And they will be playing live on March 3rd at the Central Saloon. Check it out. Yes, that's No K. That's No K. That song's called New Life. It comes out, the album comes out on the 24th, which I believe is Friday. And March 3rd, they'll be live at Central Saloon. So very cool stuff. I think it would be very cool to check out. Definitely just keep in touch. I dropped a Facebook link to the event itself. And he has a bunch of links there that you can check out as well. But yeah, That's No K. We will have That's No K on Weird at Night soon enough. You know, when I watched that video the first time, my first thought was, wow, look, somebody with a guitar, you know, somebody actually playing a guitar in a modern song. That is kind of a shock in and of itself these days. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. Yeah, Euphony of the Month said, those vocals be swimming in effects, and I'm loving it. I loved it too. I thought it was really, really good, inspired stuff. Awesome stuff from That's No K. Sexual Corn says, No K. They balanced audio space quite well. IMO. I agree. No, it feels very epic, but you know, the themes kind of play out. It doesn't. There's not a lot of clutter in that. You know what I mean? It just kind of has this overall epicness that gets in, gets out, makes its point. Listen to it again if you want to. Weird at Night, are you moonlighting as a guitarist incognito? Sexual Corn asks. I am a guitarist. Am I moonlighting? I don't know. I mean, these days, the moonlight is probably the only time I really play guitar, is usually on this show. But yeah, I was a musician, performing musician for like 25 years, and it was a lot of fun. But it was also a grind, and I took some time to kind of focus on some new things like this whole endeavor, and it's been a blast. Euphony of the Month says, where did the Play a Song redeem go? I don't know. I thought it was active. But I can play you a song if you would like. I'm happy to. What should I play? I don't know. Strychnine cut me down with sunshine, chip away the stone, chip away the stone. Does my love not away? My love, feed me to the darkness of your dreams. Fail me when you need to live again. I can break but never bend. My love, my love. the darkness of your dreams. Fail me when you need to live again. I can break but never bend. My love, I can break but never bend. My love, my So that song's called Strychnine. Sexual Core said, aye, song sung to the damned as they cross the Styx. Huge compliment as far as I'm concerned, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Euphony of the Month said, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The songs in hell. This is my favorite place to play music on Find Your Weird is in hell. There's something about having the lights screaming and the flames of hell burning that really just, I don't know, just that kind of public access strangeness kind of it's kind of like living out a personal dream of mine. So we have a big debate coming up this Saturday on Weird at Night, and last Saturday we have the debate of science versus medicine coming up this Saturday. And last episode, we saw some pre-debate prep. If you missed it, here it is.
I am the ruler of hell and beyond. So if you are looking for revenge, you came to the right place.
I guess they need more time to think about it. And probably me.
Shut the fuck up, Dartone. They clearly need more time to think about it.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna give them more time to think about it. Revenge is not for everybody. You know what I mean?
I do.
Shut the fuck up, Dartone.
This is where we're gonna need like a pound of raw meat and a pound of cooked meat. It's gonna make sense in a minute. Oh, hey, Inspector Whale, what's up?
I challenge Dr. Vince Violin to a debate. Science versus medicine.
Are you sure about this? You want to sponsor the televised debate between medicine and science? What if the Barefoot Messiah is watching? Don't you remember the terrible words Dr. Vince Violin said about the Barefoot Messiah?
But now you have citizens en masse going barefoot. Apart from causing an achy body, walking barefoot also exposes our feet to bacterial and fungal organisms that can infect the skin and nails. These organisms can lead to infections that change the appearance, odor, and comfort of the foot. Constantly going barefoot, even indoors, can lead to heel pain, plantar fasciitis, and metatarsalgia.
I had to do something to make cash after turning my profits over to the Barefoot Messiah. Naming this place Barefoot Monocle sure made me popular, but I sold my pride and joy to an idea that everybody can see isn't mine. At least the Spectacle Bear left space for Louise to be what I wanted it to be. And I haven't seen the spectacle bear for weeks.
No one has. I still haven't seen the Barefoot Messiah. The monocle bear has a way of convincing me that I don't need to meet him to believe him. Speaking of believing, I believe you are going to come out of this one on top, Louie. Some new luck's gonna come your way. Just think, tomorrow, Mandy Ravage will have mopped the floor with Vince Violin. They'll show that science is right and medicine is wrong when it comes to barefoot living, and everyone in Noir Land will see it. I know what I'm talking about because I've been barefoot all my life. And I'm a scientist.
You're right. I'm glad we can just sit back and watch it on TV here at the bar. You know how destructive and wild these Weird at Night special presentations get.
No Messiah, no bears, no worries. Just you and me and a couple of drinks, my friend.
He's behind you.
Oh, Monocle Bear, what are you doing here?
Well, sure, Monocle Bear. If you think it's best for me and Bang Bang to go down to the debate ourselves and make sure the Barefoot Society is properly represented and spoken for, we'd be glad to.
We'd better get going, Louie. That's a far trip and the debate's tomorrow night.
Tired of being called an asshole? Are you tired of everyone looking at you and saying, like, you have a shitty personality, you're really toxic, no one likes to be around you? Good. Fuck them. They are less than you and don't deserve anything from you, other than for you to manifest your asshole and shit all over them. Being an asshole is one of the best ways to become an artist. Really, think about your friends. When you manifest your asshole, you have to truly embrace the asshole that you are, that you've always been, but you've been hiding it. It's kind of like Michelangelo carving the sculpture out of the piece of rock, because the sculpture was always there, because the piece of rock was bigger than the sculpture. And that's something I live by. Truest of all of the assholes never wipe their ass, because their shit doesn't stink.
Well, I forgot that that was ever filmed, and I came across it today looking through our own YouTube and realized I remembered it as soon as I saw it, and thank you, Dartone the Third. Thank you. Naomi has subscribed for 29 months, currently on a 29-month streak. Good God. Naomi, Baomi, Faomi, welcome to Find Your Weird. Get in, the water's warm. The water's warm. But good to see you, friend. All right, so I asked you, if you could change your name to anything, what would you change it to? And Euphony of the Month is now soliciting Dartone to be a life coach, and I think that's a really, really terrible idea. But Euphony also paid for this. Sexual Corn said, if they could change their name, it would be to Sexual Corn because they are Sexual Corn, no one else. Sexual Corn, I completely agree. Who wouldn't want to be called Sexual Corn for real in real life? Like, it's a great name. It's just an absolutely great name. It's one of the greatest usernames in the history of usernames. I completely and utterly agree with you. Next question, friends. Next question. Naomi Bayomi okay, Naomi Bayomi Family says, at the moment, I think I might change my name to Awesome Sauce. Awesome Sauce, okay. Well, I was telling everybody earlier, Naomi Bayomi Family, that when I was a kid, I wanted to change my name from Patrick, to either Steve or Night Warrior. That's what I told my mom, because I hated the name Patrick. Next question, though. What do you want a lifetime supply of? What do you want a lifetime supply of? And in thinking about this, could be many different things. For instance, yellow mustard. I love that shit. Okay, I use it inappropriately with foods that it's not even intended for. If with my shitty cooking skills, I've made some concoction that doesn't look quite right or like food, I always add mustard to it. My mom's macaroni and cheese, she makes it a very particular way that I've never had anywhere else, and I've loved it since I was just a wee little galactic. She also uses yellow mustard to make it, so perhaps there's a little link there. I also love Cholula hot sauce. I love it. I love it too much. It's not super hot, but one of the more flavorful hot sauces. I've become an absolute fucking madman with the last 6 months or so. I've been putting it in everything, in tuna fish and in all kinds of things. Dartone the Third says, I want a lifetime supply of Rent. I think that's a very noble pursuit. And then Alex Evan V says, I want a lifetime supply of buffalo sauce. Yeah, I love buffalo sauce too. It's great shit. It's great shit. It's probably terrible for you, but it's great. Sexual Corn says, Cholula is the better of the salt sauces. There's some varieties. It's good. I agree. Unity of the month. My wife, when she was a kid, ate an entire jar of yellow mustard with a butter knife. She hid it in her toy box. Wow, that is some amazing shit. A lifetime supply of livable wages would be amazing. Better Kitty Meow says, but you really want aardvark. No, I don't. I'm not sure how many of you have tried aardvark hot sauce. I do not like that stuff at all. It's kind of gross. It's very bitter. It's very hot. But it's like, it's got a flavor, but the flavor is just bad. I don't like it. Stop it, Better Kitty Meow. Dartone the Third says, or a lifetime supply of dinosaur meat. Think about how much I could sell it for. Wow. I mean, open question. Unity of the Month says, yeah, call me low, but I'd have to say I want a lifetime supply of money. I mean, really, it's kind of the most obvious option. I think it's more a sign of intelligence than anything. Euphony of the Month. Better Kitty Meow says, okay, tartar. Okay, Better Kitty Meow thinks tartar sauce is disgusting. She literally convulses when she thinks a food is gross. That kind of thing. So, of course, I love to talk about things that she finds disgusting. And on the very rare occasion that I eat tartar sauce, I never hear the end of it. But it's okay. That way. Euphony of the Month says, that way I can do art and stop doing BS work. I agree. It would be cool to be an artist and not have to worry about money, rather than being an artist who is trying to make a bunch of money. I've done both. I would prefer to just be an artist that nobody even knows about or cares about, that does stuff like this shit, and just have a bunch of money. I think that's probably the ticket for me, baby. Okay, well, I got another question. So Alex wants buffalo sauce. Dartone wants Rent. I wanted Cholula. Better Kitty Meow mocked my decision, but never actually said what she would want a lifetime supply of. Shocking. Euphony of the Month shared a mustard story. Dartone III wants a lifetime supply of dinosaur meat, possibly. And yeah, love and coffee, throwback. Better Kitty Meow. Okay, fair enough. Smart. Sexual Corn, interesting comment here. An artist that doesn't worry about money describes what most successful artists start out as. That is something to consider, my friend. Thank you, Sexual Corn. Well said. Well said. Euphony of the Month says they love aardvark sauce. They put it on pretty much anything and everything. Parting of the ways. It's okay. We can all like different sauces. Better Kitty Meows reacting to the aardvark conversation. Sexual Corn says their comment is a bit of a depressing thought. Art and commerce, you know, it's really a tough thing to sort out. But you know, I think there is something to be said about people needing to do what they like doing for fun for a living. I just don't know that that's always necessarily what you need to do. Dartone the Third says, don't go to Savannah, Georgia. They used tartar for everything up until 2019. It was an acceptable substitute for breast milk. Well, good to see we haven't cleaned up too much on this show. I'm glad to see it. Okay, so next question then. Would you rather be super stretchy or super strong? Super stretchy or super strong? Euphony, you did not disappoint us, okay? I mean, maybe Better Kitty Meow. I mean, she really takes this stuff personally. But you know, it just is what it is. We all like different things, okay? We don't, don't put aardvark on my food, right? I won't put Cholula on your food. It's cool. We can have our differences. Okay, so would you rather be super stretchy or super strong? Alex FV says super strong. Alex FV, why super strong? Now, I like this one. We've asked other superpower-based questions in the past, like, would you rather be able to fly or teleport? And I think I have to go with stretchy myself. Stretchy. Now, I guess it would be possible that being stretchy might make you, like, flimsy, but you'd have to be careful. Like, if you're not durable, like, you don't lift, bruh, you could get ripped apart by, like, a large falling boulder. But you could see an entire national park in, like, an hour. You just stretch from one place to the next. With strength, you'd have to, like, break a ton of shit, and people would get super pissed, but they'd also fear your strength, so maybe you wouldn't even care. I don't know. But you could also escape very easily as a super stretchy person. Like, vanish into an air duct and then slip, like, through the window when the coast is clear. Strength would make a lot of noise, and you'd have to be really fast, too, which is not a guarantee with this question. And now that I think of it, super stretchy is kind of the only option as far as I see it. Alex FMV says super strong because then I can lift all the things on my own and I don't need no help, bitch. Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you'd like be committing crimes, which is where my mind naturally goes. If I, have this huge advantage over all the marks, I'm taking it all, baby. I'm taking it all. Sexual Corn says super stretchy leverage and flexibility makes for more muscle abilities than strong. Flexibility leverage is a multiplier. Yes, super flexible equals leverage, strength multiplier. I totally agree. Better Kitty Meow says super strong. Dartone the Third says if I am super stretchy, does that mean I never pull a muscle again? Also, can I stretch my penis? Probably. Probably if you're super stretchy. I didn't really put a limit on that. I probably should have, knowing that you were here tonight. But it's okay. We're gonna get through this, Dartone. All right. So, Better Kitty Meow, why do you want to be super strong? Could you explain that? But yes, Dartone went there, and that is not surprising. That is not surprising. Okay, I got one more question for you, and we'll get to that. But in preparation for this debate. Part of the little sideshow of the debate has been the love triangle, or the love insertion, the blossoming love between the Pink Cloud and Sam Circle. But the Pink Cloud has had other close relationships in Weird at Night. Like, for instance, when the Pink Cloud became friends with the action figure version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they were banished to the Hatrix together. But then Stone Cold abandoned the Pink Cloud because in the Hatrix, because they were offered, Stone Cold was offered beer and the opportunity to hunt raccoons, and Stone Cold abandoned the Pink Cloud. The Pink Cloud eventually caught up to Stone Cold again with revenge on its mind, and this is kind of how it went.
Pink Cloud, I can't believe it. We're reunited.
Goddamn right we are. I've been waiting for this moment for like 30 episodes.
I think we need to talk, Cloud.
No! We need to fight, you bald piece of shit!
Now look, Cloud. I get that. I really do. I left you in a bad way. A real bad way. I've been living with that regret for, what'd you say, 30 episodes?
Well, timing matters, you redneck asshole! I've had all this time to do nothing but foment hate and aggression towards you. So, time to die!
Now hold up, you pink-ass lovely little bastard. Let me just say my piece first, and if you want to crack at old Stone Cold afterward, you can have it. Fair?
Fuck you!
Look, I never knew how to live without a fight. The only thing anyone ever gave me praise for or validated was when I was kicking ass in a wrestling ring. I had wives, I had kids, screw them. I never knew what it was to have a real friend until I met you. And as we journeyed through the Hatrix, I found all the things I've been missing for so long. Friendship, understanding, adventure, joy. But my alcoholism and self-loathing got the best of me. I know I abandoned you physically, but I ain't never forgot how much I cared for you and for our friendship. I've lived with regret every minute of every day. I know you're the one I need in my life, Cloud. What do you say? Can we put the past behind us and walk forward together, changed and extra appreciative of each other's vast and incredible qualities?
Nope. Time to die, bitch!
Okay. I'm gonna give you the first shot. But remember, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm a pink fucking cloud, you idiot! I'm stronger than any human!
Okay.
Okay, you dumb fucker, here it comes!
That was your shot. Prepare to become a mud hole.
Ow! Ooh! Ow! Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! No! Ow! Stop!
Time to finish your ass off.
God damn it! God damn it! Fuck you! You abandoned me just like everyone else! Except Booger Bitch Fantasia Man!
What?
Doesn't matter! I'm a loser! Humiliated! Unlovable! Pathetic! Are you happy? Are you fucking happy?
No, Cloud. I'm not. The last thing I'd ever want is to stun a friend. You are my friend, even if I'm not yours. I love you, even if you don't love me. I understand why you don't trust me. I haven't earned that. All I can do is tell you that you're wonderful. You add so much to the rattlesnake's life. All I can ask is for a second chance. What do you say?
High drama between Pink Cloud and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That took place more than a year ago, and as it turns out, they did end up becoming friends. Sexual Corn was a little confused, a little baffled by the Pink Cloud, being so aggressive. Where's the problem with being friends with everyone? Everyone can be friends, provided they are friendly with proper protection. Sexual Corn, I agree, but as I said in the chat, clouds live by a weird code. And it's weird. It's weird. Better Kitty Meow said she wanted to be super strong because I want to lift people over my head like Bandito. Pro wrestler Bandito. Better Kitty Meow. Who are you trying to lift over your head? Me? Me? You trying to lift me over your head? I mean, come on. Okay, let's do an auto rate. Yes, friends. Yes, friends. We're getting close to the end. Close to the end. Sexual Corn, if you want to know why the pink cloud was angry, you got to subscribe to our YouTube because there is a very intense story between Stone Cold Steve Austin and the pink cloud that lasted for quite some time before they eventually kind of acquired a begrudging respect for each other. A begrudging respect. Wait a minute, it's not time for the auto right yet. There's one more question I have for you all. I have one more question tonight. If you could combine two animals, which two would you combine? Which two would you combine? This one is wide open. There's a lot of combinations. One I thought of earlier is combining a raccoon with a bird, like an eagle, maybe. You'd have the fearsome, piercing power of an eagle, and every rodent in the land would fear you. But you'd also have opposable thumbs on your feet and a sweet mask so you could unscrew a jar as well and look really cool doing it. I say we keep the tail too, the bushy tail. I think it's good. Oh, Alex Evavi says a ferret and a horse. Ferret head, body, horse legs. Wow. So would it be same height as a horse or just horse in shape? I'm interested to know. There's also a giraffe and a shark. Like a huge neck like a giraffe, but entirely water-based, no hooves. The head of a shark. But still the pattern of giraffe fur just to look fearsome and stylish at the same time. Not a vegetable-based creature. Not at all. A ferret and a horse, no, just like a T-Rex, tiny head, body. Wow. And then the bottom of a horse. Wow. Dartone the Third says a griffin and a dragon. Isn't a griffin kind of a dragon? Isn't a griffin kind of a dragon, Dartone? I'm not exactly sure. Perhaps you could elucidate. Perhaps you could educate us a little bit about this. Also, a dog cat would be cool. Like cute like a cat, but with eyebrows that emote, and affectionate like a dog, but also it would shit in a litter box and take care of itself most of the time like a cat. Kind of the perfect pet in a lot of ways. I apologize, Dartone the Third. Griffin is a lion eagle. Euphony of the Month says lion head and giraffe body sounds cool to Euphony. And you know what? More power to you. While you're sipping on your aardvark, Euphony of the Month, you could be hanging out with your lion head and giraffe body. That is kind of cool, actually. I mean, actually, what are we talking about? A lion head on a giraffe? Is it still like murdersome like a lion? That's actually terrifying. Euphony of the Month, you're scaring me. All right, but now it's time for the auto right. Euphony of the Month does long neck, angry head. Wow. Okay, well, I think most of you know how we do these. I'm gonna count back from 10 as I do. Try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'm gonna say go. When I say go, we all start tippity typing. Whatever comes through your mind. You don't have to spell correct. Don't edit. Don't try to sound smart. You don't need to. But whatever's in you, just tippity type it out. We'll go for like 35, 45 seconds, maybe a full minute this time because we're feeling a little saucy. Hey. And then I'll say stop. We all hit enter, return on our keyboards. Everybody's auto right shows up in the chat. And we all read them out loud and we go, you silly jokers, you. Or we go, oh, that was very good. Oh, that's a lot to think about. One of the two. We will do one of those two things. So one more time, I'm going to count back from 10. As I do, try to clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'll say go. When I say go, we all start tippity typing. And then after about 35, 45, 60 seconds, I'll say stop. We all hit enter, return. Everybody's auto right shows up in the chat. And we get the hell out of here. What do you say, friends? What do you say? We'll raid somebody. Hopefully this time somebody who's actually live. Huh? Okay. So, let's get going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Start typing, everybody. Okay. Okay. All right, stop. Sexual corn. Black beanie, 50 degrees, and I was doing laundry. Blue bag, flipped a straw between a thumb and 2 fingers. Silver tipped, staring. While I passed, and I leaned, what are you staring at? He asked what I was looking at, how long till I made it home. He stared, and I saw the hole in his shoes and his heart, and what I could do toting my dirty laundry past this gate. He didn't have a key to this bed I could sleep on, that he didn't have a blanket for. His anger, I could feel the heat on his breath when I passed. Wow, sexual corn, that was great. Here's mine. When the lion-headed giraffe ate brunch, it was the body of a camel and the head of an ostrich. It made sense if you were there, but you weren't. No one was, because it never really happened. But what is happening is the thrill of creative endeavors coming to fruition in the great Potomac of my loins. What are loins? Tenderloins? I'm familiar with the word, but are human loins like groin or balls? What? Wow. We could have researched this earlier, but I'm just here typing away like a happy idiot. Alex F and V. Give 3 cheers for a turnip stump, and don't ask me how I know who murdered the coffee man. It's not important. Shibby dibby dop. And it's all you can do to fight a gerbil in the streets of that shank you gave out of a pen in 3rd grade. You waited all this time and now is your chance. Given the fact that there's no such thing as feral Cocoa Puffs, it begs the question. Who exactly is Cap'n Crunch and why did he take my lunch money? It's a valid question. Go hard or go tricks. Donut Eagle. Wow, Alex FMV. Euphony of the month. Where does my can go when I chuck it in the recycling? I hope it becomes part of a spaceship or something amazing like that. Sip, sip, refreshing goodness. Now I need a bio break. Better Kitty Meow, the guinea pigs are coming. The guinea pigs are coming, and they will or will not be a birthday surprise, and they will eat copious amounts of hay, apparently, and lots of vitamin C, and they will make funny noises as they tell us some knock-knock jokes, as they ask why they still have no names. Wow. Wow. Sexual Corn has a to be continued auto write. The gate, I could be him, one calamity away in this air. I could see myself breathe. I've been there too, and I fear I can do nothing. In this vulnerable threat, he's speaking. The gate clanks, and I look back as he's forgotten my face to the subway, and I know those pangs of hunger, like cracked eggs in my stomach, and he's forgotten, and so am I. Wow, Sexual Corn, that is beautiful. That is some poetry there, friend. Excellent stuff. Dartone the Third. I was doing dick lifts in the park. I flipped an 18-wheeler, won $100 and destroyed a trucker's source of income. Don't worry, I didn't do it to be evil. Just for the memes. In my defense, the trucker shouldn't have doubt my penile strength or calluses. With $100 in my pocket, I went to Waffle House to watch some fights. I couldn't afford UFC that day. Wow. Well, excellent stuff, everybody. Excellent stuff, everybody. I don't know who we're going to raid, but we're going to raid somebody. But for now, I hope you'll tune in this Saturday at 10 p.m. Pacific to join us for the great debate, science versus medicine. There can be only one. But it's Weird at Night, baby. I'm Patrick Galactic. This has been a ton of fun. Thank you all so much. I'll see you real soon.